On this wet summer day, I decided to make a road trip to Michigan to pick up parts for my 1969 Plymouth Valiant, so of course it was time to watch trains along the way. Our first stop is just outside LaPorte, Indiana, on Norfolk Southern's Chicago line, where we catch this auto-rack train with a single Union Pacific Tier 4 SD70 Ace on the head end. A while later, we would catch what I think is NS Train 880, an as-needed loaded coal train that originates at one of the many mines in the Powder River Basin. The BNSF brought this train all the way to downtown Chicago, Illinois, where it was then interchanged with the NS at Western Avenue and entered the Chicago line near 18th Street. From there, the NS takes it to Detroit Edison's power plant in Monroe, Michigan. Next, we saw this eastbound loaded sand train jump into the siding here. Unfortunately, my tripod decided to show me its new flaws and the footage is a lot shakier here than I expected, so apologies in advance. We ended up getting word that there would be a war bonnet leader on the CSX soon, so now we end up in Walkerton, Indiana, where we catch CSX train I-170 pick up a well car set that had been set out due to mechanical issues. Today's edition of I-170 originated in Fort Madison, Iowa, and was passed off from the BNSF at CSX 59th Street Yard in Chicago, Illinois. From there, it'll make the run to the Northwest Ohio ICTF facility in North Baltimore, Ohio. The two units leading drew a lot of Railfans in along the entire journey of this train. The leader, C44-9W, number 659, is still an iconic Santa Fe war bonnet scheme. Built in August of 1994, this would be part of the last units to be delivered to the Santa Fe Railroad. This unit would end up showing its age on its way back to the BNSF when it threw a connecting rod near Deschler, Ohio on train I-171. The second unit is also a C44-9W that was built in January of 1997. This unit was part of the first order of Dash 9s to be painted in BNSF's new at the time Heritage 1 scheme, which is holding up a lot better than the war bonnets before it. While I-170 was finishing up making its joint and doing an air test, we see this westbound tank train led by CW44AC number 594. Built in August of 2002, this unit was ordered as a high-weight AC4400CW and was upgraded somewhere between 2006 and 2007 with enhanced software allowing for better tractive effort from the unit. Later in the day, we are now in the town of Marcellus, Michigan, where we stumble on this eastbound CN manifest fly through this small but scenic area. Next, we found ourselves in the beautiful town of New Buffalo, Michigan, where we see Amtrak Wolverine number 354 make its station stop before continuing onward to Pontiac, Michigan. Of course, after getting some dinner and dessert from a nearby ice cream stand, we went by the beach here on the southeastern shore of Lake Michigan. At this point in the year, it is peak tourism here along the lake, even this late in the day. As we were leaving town, we saw a headlight on the nearby CSX, which ended up being train C800. This train also originates in the Powder River Basin like NS880 we saw earlier. Then the BNSF brings the train to Chicago and delivers it to the CSX at either Bar Yard or 59th Street, that of which I'm not sure, via its interchange point, which is also at Western Avenue. From there, the CSX takes it all the way to the Consumers Energy Plant in West Olive, Michigan. In the distance, you can see the old coaling tower that was built back in 1942 by the Paramarquette Railroad. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, check out these other videos here and consider subscribing. And I hope to see you next time on the JR Thieves channel.